And welcome back to Lucas Oil Stadium.
Right now, I think Michigan State has a little bit of an advantage in terms of vitality on this drive against Ohio State.
Down by 4. 3rd down and 8 at the 9. Michigan State 0 for their last 6. Langford, the single setback. Here's Cook. Play fake. Cook with time. Wide open. Touchdown Spartans. Josiah Price.
Growing up in Greentown, Indiana, it's a pretty rural town in Indiana. It's maybe total population of 2,000 people.
We are a family of 4 boys, and Josiah's the 3rd, and we homeschooled the 3 younger boys when they were going up, and it was a blast.
My older brothers were definitely guys that were really awesome guys. Growing up, it was just the 3 of us, and we got to know each other really well, and that was the majority of my friends, and spent a lot of time with my brothers, so I got to grow really close with my 2 older brothers.
Then, by God's special grace, we got a 4th boy into the equation.
When my mom was pregnant with my little brother, the doctors thought everything was normal.
We had no idea that he was not developing fully. He was malnourished, and so he was born, he was critically ill. He had to be transported with a neonatal unit down to the Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. He had to really fight for his life. He had a lot of issues. They didn't know the prognosis. There was so much that we didn't know. And we were still homeschooling. The boys would come up to down to Riley Children's Hospital 1 day a week, so I could go over their lessons with them and set it up. And they worked at school a lot in the waiting room of the neonatal intensive care unit.
We kind of put school on the back burner and focused on spending time with my mom and my little brother, and just figuring out what and all was going on with him. The diagnosis that they figured out with him is that he's got a mild hearing loss, and then he's got cerebral palsy, which is a muscle disorder.
Well, back when we were homeschooling, the 3 boys were at home, and Barrick obviously is at home too, and usually somebody's got to be playing with Barrick while I'm working on lessons with the other boys, and so that'd be Josiah, because he was the younger one, and that started a crazy, crazy friendship with Barrick and Josiah.
Me and Josiah have fun together. It used to be when I was playing with him. I like to ask him, you know, kind of like, can you prepare me, can you prepare me? And me and Josiah have fun together. Doing the football or playing basketball or playing video game. That's why I like my big brother.
Pretty much all of his childhood, through the first 8 years of his life, I guess you could say, he was going to Riley or down to Indy, or he had therapists here or there, or if he wasn't going somewhere, he had therapists come into the house. So it was really difficult for my mom to kind of focus on us, because as being homeschooled, our mom was our only teacher. So my mom felt like we weren't getting the right education, so she felt like it'd be the best idea to go to public school. And with me especially, I really loved sports, and I wanted to play football, I wanted to play basketball, I wanted to do baseball, I wanted to do track and field. So that also was a little bit of the thing that tied into me going to public school. Going into middle school, I really enjoyed basketball and football. But going into high school, when I was in 8th grade, we got a new high school football coach, Josh Edwards. He really sold me on the idea of being able to play like D1 college football. And that sounded awesome. You know, I'd watch it every Saturday and look on it, and I was like, wow, that would be insane to be up there. That would be like my dream come true, to be able to play big time sports. And then my coach was like, man, you've got the ability. It's just the fact that we got to get you out there. We got to somehow get someone to notice you enough and give you an opportunity to play big time college football.
I'll never forget the day Josiah came home from school and just randomly mentioned, oh, Michigan State was at the school today. Michigan State? who's Michigan State? I mean, I guess I've heard of them, but I didn't know we don't know much about them at all. And it happened to be Coach Dave Warner, who we've developed a good relationship with since then.
You go back to recruiting Josiah, and he came up here for a camp. He already had a good handful of offers on the table. He came up for a camp during the summer going into his senior year and performed very well. We offered him a scholarship shortly after that, and he accepted shortly after that.
And I'll never forget, he's like, "Dad, I'm going to commit to Michigan State." And I'm like, "I thought you were the one that was saying you're going to wait till after your senior football season to commit." And he's like, "Well, I don't see how anywhere could have anything that I'd like more than what I saw up at Michigan State."
And then it was Saturday, I came up here and worked out here, and I honestly just fell in love with it. Everything about the place, the beautiful campus to the great facilities. But the most important thing for me was probably the coaches. Man, they just say you get that feeling in the recruiting process and you'll know the right school for you. And once I got up here, I just knew this school was for me.
When Josiah Price finally got to Michigan State, it was a big adjustment for him.
As a freshman, I get up here on campus. You know, I, like every other freshman, thought you had a chance to play as a true freshman. You want to be the superstar as a true freshman, but college is not like high school. When I came into high school as a freshman, I was a two-way starter and kind of a big deal. And when you come into college, it's a whole different league. There were endless nights where I was just really upset, just like, man, I'm probably never gonna play here. Just your mind goes when you're not having success in the sport. It's just like, man, should I transfer? Because you don't have much success. I mean, you're going up against the best guys on your defense. So my freshman year, yeah, it was really a struggle. It was a tough time. I definitely thought about transferring a few times. And it was really tough time.
Having a tough time, Josiah turned to those around him to help push him through.
So Athletes in Action is an organization here on campus for Christian athletes, for athletes, any type of athletes, honestly. But it's a Christian organization that allows athletes to come together once a week and meet as a Christian body. I mean, it was just a place that I could go and talk to people about how I feel and my life and what I'm going through. Going from being like the star of where you're from and like everyone knows you, and then like coming here and being like a nobody that's really not very good at the sport compared to everyone that they're around. And that was really tough. There was a lot of things. How I responded to it, I got really angry at times. I wanted to leave at times, and it just wasn't very fun. My family was huge support. I called my dad a lot, called my mom. My little brother would come visit me every weekend, and that would just really raise my spirits. I'm like, man, I can get through another week. All I gotta do is get through another week so I can see my family again, hang out with them a little bit, and get a positive outlook again. And that would, I'd say, be the last thing that kind of got me through there. It was my fellow freshmen, my class, my 2012 graduating high school class. Those guys, you could just lean on them.
You talk about, oh, like, is this really the right fit for me? Am I capable of playing at this level? And it really, like, it's usually one-sided because the other person's like, hey, bro, like, you're gonna get through this day, like, just stay positive, things are gonna work out, like, it's just a day. And so I think it was beneficial that we had each other to run that stuff through, because you know, if you let it stir in your mind by yourself, it kind of beats you down. So I think it was just beneficial for both of us that we had each other to kind of talk through and go over things with.
Despite everything he faced and all of his struggles and challenges, Josiah prevailed and saw the field his redshirt freshman year.
Western Michigan was our first game that year, man, and I was going in that game like, man, I still have no idea how much I'm gonna play, if I'm gonna play. We'll see what happens. That first game, I think I got 6 or 7 reps. And it was just a crazy feeling like, man, I finally, you know, freshman year was a struggle when I was redshirting this and that. And now, heck, I'm a redshirt freshman. Now I already played like 6 or 7 snaps in my first game. That's crazy. That's awesome, you know, like just to see that transition. And then that whole last season was just a dream come true for me as a player. To be able to go from such struggles my redshirting year to such success in just 1 year. I mean, that was just it blows my mind still to this day to think, like, how did that happen? Where did that come from? And I look back and God's hand was over me that whole time. He was really watching over me. And I'm truly thankful for that. And then it also took a lot of hard work. I worked a lot of hours. And I'm super thankful now that I made that decision to stay and work my butt off and try and just get a little bit better. because it paid off in the long run. And I'm super thankful. That's just a life experience I'm going to be able to have for the rest of my life.
Langford, the single setback. Here's Cook, play fake. Cook with time, wide open. Touchdown Spartans, Josiah Price.
What are we here doing? All right, beat Purdue. In this room, we do that preparing today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Today and tomorrow are our big days, big days. Listen in here, execute on the field, take coach with a positive attitude. All right, that execute on the field will be great and evaluated as it is every day. So come to work, listen, and do the job.
One of the most vital parts of the Michigan State football program is the scout team.
As scout team players, I think it's kind of a hidden treasure almost amongst teams, especially at Division I level, because we emulate what the other team does during the week, which eventually leads our team to success on Saturdays. So
don't cheap shot our guys, but make an effective block.
2 goes out, he's going to run with them. 2 runs vertical, he's going to keep his outside leverage.
Those who play on the scout team,
give me orange in each line, orange in each cone,
aren't the ones making the headlines or the great plays every week.
Hips low, don't hop, hips low. Quarterback size, quarterback size.
Instead, they are the ones who day in and day out are responsible for getting the team prepared for their upcoming opponent.
The scout team has to give a great look each week because they are showing us what we're going to see on that upcoming Saturday. So without them doing what they're supposed to do, what the card says, what they study on film, we can't get the look, we can't be prepared for the work we're going to do on Saturday.
Well, you don't have much time to learn another team's defense, but there are certain tendencies that you can pick out that will really help the team on game day, such as how he lines up, what he does when they're lined up in this formation, this and that really make a difference for our team.
You're going to watch it when I'm filming. Two's deep. You're at deep, be on the 40-yard line.
Keep that outside leg and arm free, come off, burst. Fit up a tackle.
I'm going up against the best offensive linemen in college football every day. I'm going up against Jack Allen, Travis Jackson, Jack Conklin, Donovan. I don't want to mess out anybody's names, but those guys are beasts. And going up against them every day is making me better as a player. And I'm trying to do everything I possibly can to get them better.
Trying to, make your game better, develop your game. As an individual, it gives you experience, going against, the first team, it develops your game.
It's not a glorious role, but it's a very important one. A role that all the scout team players take a great deal of pride in.
It's actually fun because it shows me that that week during practice, I pushed them hard enough so it'd be easier when it came to the game. And once I see the hole opens and see Jay Lang or Nick Hill run through the gap and eventually score a touchdown, it shows that my hard work paid off.
It feels good, to know that you made an impact. And just to see, when Shalik has a big sack or Meach, it's just making big plays out there. It's like, I go against those guys every day, and they're just shining out there, and it's great to see them succeed.
Good afternoon, everybody, from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. A picture-perfect day for football, and it's the Spartans and the Boilermakers playing here for the first time since 2009. Purdue won the toss. They have deferred. Michigan State will receive. They put it in play at their 25-yard line. Connor Cook with Jeremy Langford to his right. Play fakes to Jeremy. Unloads deep left sideline for Tony Lippett. Over the shoulder, left pylon. Touchdown, MSU. He had secured it, and it's a Spartan score. Hunt to the left of Appleby, who rolls left, throws on the run. Catch is made, but the driving tackle by Darian Harris knocks down B.J. Knopf. Spartans at their 25, straight eye. Connor Cook, play fakes, rolls to his right, throws on the run. Fingertip grab by Tony Lippett at the 40. Lippett and Burbridge set to the right. In motion to the left, Josiah Price. Lyles tight left. Shotgun to Connor Cook. Lawson left side. He's got Lyles open. And Jamal Lyles makes the grab. Connor Cook has Pendleton to his left. Takes the snap. Lofted left sideline for Tony Lippett. Leaps and makes the grab over Leroy Clark and pulls him down the sideline. Lang tight left, Gleichert tight right. Pendleton dead in front of Nick Hill in the straight eye. Hand off to Nick, trying to turn that left corner, and he does. Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Great block along the way from Trevin Pendleton. 3 wideouts for Appleby. Hands to Hunt, trying the middle, and there's not much room for him, as you would expect in the middle of that Michigan State defense. Spartans with 10 first downs now, Jason. They have it 1st and 10 at their 27. Connor Cook under center, short drop, quick throw, left side. Tony Lippett trying to make the first guy miss at the end of 1. Michigan State 14, Purdue 3. 2nd down 10. Spartans at the 47 of Purdue. Ball at the left hash mark. Pump fake and a run for Connor Cook up the middle. This time he doesn't slide. He makes him tackle him at the 34-yard line. Connor Cook's under center. 1 setback. It's Jeremy. Hand off to Jeremy, running off left tackle at the 30. Shake at the 25. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. He's at the 5-yard line. Lyles, Price, and Mumphrey in a diamond set to the right. Lone setback is Langford. Connor Cook with a couple of play fakes, throws it in the end zone. Caught by Josiah Price. He was on his knees near the back line of the end zone, but made the grab. Touchdown, MSU. Appleby takes the shotgun snap. Under pressure, down he goes as he flutters a pass out to the right. But Joel Heath was in the face of Austin Appleby like bam right now. They'll hand to Delton on 1st down. He's got running room. Big hole, right guard. He's at the 40. He's at midfield. Delton Williams finally knocked down at the 45-yard line of the Boilermakers. Connor Cook's by himself in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws over the middle. Catch made by guess who? Tony Lippett. Down he goes at the 25-yard line of Purdue. He's got a 1st down. Got a Mike Sadler's hold for Michael Geiger. The kick is good. Barely long enough. They'll take a knee, and our halftime score is going to read the Spartans 24 and Purdue 17. Welcome back to West Lafayette. Michigan State 24, Purdue 17 at the half. Tighter game than some folks thought this would be. Purdue gets the ball to start the 2nd half. 2nd and 10 Spartans at their 23. Connor Cook over the middle, caught by the tight end Jamal Lyles. 2nd down 6. Ball just outside the 47 of Purdue. Connor Cook under center, hands to Jeremy Langford up the middle. Breaks a tackle, now another. He's at the 35 and finally swarmed out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. Spartans at the 32 of Purdue. Play fake and a reverse handoff to Burbridge, running to his left. Aaron Burbridge is to the 20. Here's the shotgun snap from Jack Allen. Connor winds up. Bullet in the end zone. Caught backside of the end zone. Aaron Burbridge. Touchdown, MSU.
Great play there by Connor Cook.
Punt for Purdue, the 3rd time today. More of a line drive punt here. On the return is McGarrett Kings. Catches it on the fly. And McGarrett Kings is across midfield, right side of the offensive line. Conklin and Travis Jackson still on the left side.
Hole there.
And there's a hole on the right side. They'll hand the ball to Nick Hill, and Nick Hill's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. The snap from Jack Allen. Hands to Nick, running right. Big hole into the end zone, untouched. Touchdown, MSU. The 2nd TD of the game for Nick Hill. And the Spartans go up 37-17. And Knopf all set left. Inside handoff to Hunt, and he's been at the line of scrimmage and thrown back. 2nd down 9, Purdue. Appleby throws it left side for Knopf, makes the catch, hit right away by Harris. And the 3rd quarter will end for Austin Appleby. Play fakes to Hunt, fumbles the ball. Scramble for it. And the officials surround the pigskin.
We got it.
And they say the Spartans have recovered. Gets it away. And he'll angle it out of bounds on this near sideline. And Purdue will have miserable field position. It's out of bounds at the 5 in the shotgun with Akeem Hunt to his right. Rolls right. Under pressure from Shalik Calhoun.
There it is!
It is picked
He's
off.
walking in.
It's picked off by Darian Harris, and he'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. And that'll put a lid on this one. Connor will take another knee, and that will do it. It's over. It wasn't easy, but the Spartans win at Purdue, 45-31.
Great football game. I thought our team again responded in the second half, came out very fast in the second half, scored 21 points. And then it was back to the same old, trying to hold off a tough team. But I've said all week long, Purdue is a football team that is an improved football team and continues to move forward. So we walk away with the win, and we just continue to lay one brick at a time on what we're trying to do. Vision is to go one game at a time through this thing. So we're 5-1, go to the next half.
Yeah, there's always going to be ups and downs of football games, and that's one thing that we got to continue to learn and know. No game is easy in the Big Ten. They got guys on scholarship too that are great players. So we just got to know that we got to come out each and every Saturday and play to the best of our ability.
We just got to finish and don't take any team. Don't underestimate any team. Indiana's still a good team. They have a good offense. Defense is not too bad. So you can't underestimate any team, especially at their house. So we're going to enjoy this win and get ready for Indiana.
We're going to win this game. Fight, fight, Bronzy, fight.